All right, so let's talk about Melania, right? So Melania gets 75 million from Jeff Bezos and Amazon.
What they do?
They front for this movie, and when they front for this movie, what they do is they allow her to make this movie with a $40 million budget, and of course they're gonna try to pretend that this is not a flop, but we're gonna look into this. Let's check this out. So Melania gets this money from Amazon, right? And as Amazon gives her this money, they give her a $40 million budget, and apparently nobody's showing up for this shit. People ain't showing up. And Twitter is having a fucking field day with this shit because they just laughing it up. And I would too, because these people, the vanity is just so fucking crazy. They love to look at themselves. They love to watch themselves and tell stories that aren't true. They want you to have a perception of who she is, but they want to tell you how you see her. Let's watch Midas Touch talk about this. Check out Midas Touch, y'all. Midas Touch is a dope place to get news. How do we make a detour, right? Because this lane of everybody going to the CNNs of the world, Fox News is, and all these other places that tell you how to think, you gotta go and look at independent media, because independent media, that's gonna be where you get the news that you want to see to follow what is actually going on. I highly recommend places like Midas Touch, and if you watch Midas Touch, your algorithm is gonna show you other things. So it's gonna show you other places that also, you know, give you good news and what's going on out there, and giving you like fair takes for everything. Pay attention to the news you consume and where you consume it from. All right, so let's check out Midas Touch and see what they gotta say.
Trump is getting hit with the karma she deserves. She thought this was going to be her big weekend with her theatrical release of Melania. Melania's name appeared in the Epstein documents that were released by her husband's Department of Justice. And not only was her name in those documents, we learned that she had a special nickname for Ghislaine Maxwell.
Special nicknames? We got special nicknames out here? That's crazy.
Let me share with you this email from 2002 from Melania to Ghislaine Maxwell.
Dear G. But hey, they not in the files. They don't even know these people. But hey, G.
Melania, didn't you say you didn't have a relationship with Ghislaine or Jeffrey? Well, let's go on and keep reading this email. Dear G, how are you? Nice story about J.E., Jeffrey Epstein in New York Magazine. You look great on the picture. I know you are very busy flying all over the world. How is Palm Beach? I cannot wait to go down. Give me a call when you are back in New York. Have a great time. Love, Melania.
You're not calling somebody that you don't know G. Like, what the fuck? Like, if your name is Ghislaine, I'm like, hi, Ghislaine. We just got friends like all over the place. People we don't know. You don't know her, but you calling her G. All right, bet. I hear you. I said maybe Melania could have pronounced her name and just said...
Then you launch your Melania movie. Jeff Bezos pays you $40 million as a licensing fee to tell.
Okay, so he paid $40 million? Where did I hear 75? I heard 75 and I heard 40 was the budget. Unless I'm wrong. I heard 40 was the budget for the movie and there was a front.
Tell some BS version of your life story or your background. An additional $35 million for marketing promotion in a theatrical release across the country in the biggest movie failure in history.
No, Pink. Hell no. Hell no.
Come on, not today.
Worst movie ever, which is the Melania movie that everybody's laughing at Melania and mocking her right now.
Medieval tribute to placate the greedy king on his throne. God. Shit. Right? Designer taxidermy is crazy.
What do you call it? Even a red carpet? We'll call it a black carpet event. When a reporter asked you and Donald Trump.
Vic said, nah, the one ticket sold in the UK is hilarious. One ticket is crazy. But you know what's a good thing to look at? The people that are the sicko fans, the people that are the diehard fans, the people that are in the cult. It's wild to see it. Y'all ever seen somebody just pretend? Like what? We just saw it with Academics when he was pretending he liked Lil Baby music.
You know, I'm always working, but I answer all your calls. Oh, I like that part. I know I was working when I answer all your calls.
Boy, that's how they go to this movie. They go to this movie already telling themselves that this is gonna be the greatest thing they ever seen. And they convince themselves the whole entire movie to love the shit that they're seeing. There are people who don't even give a fuck about Melania. They love Trump. So they're gonna force themselves to go pay for this movie to go watch it just so they could sit there and say it was great. Or just so they can go there and show support for these people. Regardless of all the shit that they do. Regardless of the shit that they don't give y'all. Crazy.
I asked your husband if he would be the man he is today if he had never met you. What do you think?
Well, we will all be in different places, I guess.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. We've seen movie premieres, right? Why this shit look quiet as shit? This shit look hella peaceful right now. I don't hear nobody. I don't hear shit. Unless they got some noise cancellation shit right now. This shit look like nothing going on. Like, it look like y'all just there by yourself. What the fuck? Yo, all your friends coming to watch and support your shit that doesn't show success. That's crazy. Look how quiet it is over there. This shit quiet as shit.
I asked your husband if he would be the man he is today if he had never met you. What do you think?
Well, we will all be in different places, I guess.
We do like the way it worked out. So.
Correct.
And Mrs.
I'm gonna keep it honest with y'all. Here go what I think. The moment this is gone, she gonna live her fucking life. She is going to live. She is just waiting. You gonna see. Watch who she end up with. Wait till that shit over. It's gonna be completely different from him. She making her bread. She here for the bread. That's all it is. I said for there to be no sound on that red carpet is insane. That shit was quiet as hell.
Documentary hit theaters across the globe. CNN went to theaters across the U.S. and found the audience was mostly made up of fans of Trump.
I told y'all, it's always gonna be fans. They're the one that's gonna go support because they gotta go above and beyond for the cult.
First Lady.
Movie live up to everything you were hoping?
I think so, yeah. I think I just come away from it with that she's a poised person, she's dignified, and it was nice to see behind the scenes.
Oh my God, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
Shut up. Shut up.
You don't believe that shit. Look at her. You don't believe that shit. There's no fucking way you believe that shit with your lying fucking ass. You don't believe it? It was nice to see behind the scenes. It's what the... Go read a fucking book. You have read better books. You did not like that shit, man. Golly. In Jupiter, Florida. Who the is in Jupiter, Florida? Who? I ain't never met a nigga from Jupiter. Come on, man.
She was amazing. She was...
Lord have mercy. You know what? I'm not going down this lane, man. I'm not going down this lane, man. I'm gonna let this lady live. I'm not gonna do it, y'all. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. If she pissed me off, I might do it, but I'm not gonna do it. All right? Not gonna do it. I'm really fighting the urge to do it. Hold on, man. Let me. I'm fighting the urge, man. Don't do it, Zoe. Nope. Nope. Not gonna do it.
They do.
Move on, Zoe. Move on, Zoe. Move on.
I thought it was awesome. Well-produced story that we hadn't heard before, so I loved it.
Do you feel like you got to know the First Lady a little better?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, she's beautiful and, you know.
That's obvious.
Just all that she seems to be. Yeah.
I'm searching for anything. What'd you like about it?
Did you vote for her husband?
Absolutely.
All 3 times?
All 3 times.
You big dummy.
Our whole group was talking about how we really like seeing behind the scenes, like the day-to-day, aspect of kind of what goes on in their lives.
As people watching this, y'all really think they showed y'all what actually goes on behind the scenes? This is why I look at people sometimes and I'm like, yo, y'all can't be this fucking delusional. Y'all really think they showed y'all what goes on behind the scenes? Like, oh my God.
I think because of their marriage, and I think they don't always portray
their relationship as it is. And she has a lot of influence in that man's life.
But in this Washington, D.C.
influence, or he has a lot of things to hold over his head. Come on, man. Listen, one thing people need to understand is that Melania holds a lot of power, because if for whatever reason she ever was to get upset and decide to use that shit against him, do y'all know what type of shit y'all would hear of? Let's really put that into perspective right now. They gotta keep her happy. She probably wanted this movie. She probably wanted her time. She probably felt like she was behind the scenes. She probably felt like she wasn't really getting no recognition. They was like, give her this movie. Let's make her happy. Because an unhappy Melania might be a talking Melania. And I'm sure you don't want to hear what the fuck she got to say about her experience. Let's keep that shit real. But again, when you somebody who, you part of a cult and you just there, everything looks good to you.
Theater, it wasn't moviegoers filling the seat.
We came to the first showing in DC, and it turns out it was a theater full of journalists.
Oh my God, bruh. Huh. You can't write this shit any better. A movie packed with journalists. Crazy.
The film has so far received negative reviews from movie critics.
8%.
Preliminary projections suggest the film is tracking for a $2 to $5 million opening weekend. Its reported budget plus marketing cost Amazon $75 million.
Don't even look comfortable.
For a $2 to $5 million opening weekend. Its reported budget.
Look at the hand movements and shit. This is like, help me. Like, this is, I need help. Look at her hand movements. It's like she's sending Morse code.
Marketing cost Amazon $75.
A tough job, man. Being there with this guy. This a tough. They said y'all feeling sorry for Melania. Who feeling sorry for her? Ain't nobody feeling sorry for no damn Melania. What the hell? What the helly? What the hellion? What the helliante? I wouldn't feel bad for her at all. She has been on the side of some horrific thing. Akira said they're gonna say me. Listen, if you feel bad for her, that is how you feel. I'm just saying me. I don't feel bad for her and I wouldn't feel bad for her. But it also could be true that you can feel bad for someone not knowing the extent of the things that she has done. Because they could just show y'all a person who is with Trump and she's just in a place where she has to go with everything he says. That can make you in turn feel bad for her. But from what I've seen her support and do from this term and even the term before, this is why you lose any kind of empathy for her. So, Kira said, but I'm not. I just think we should think about these things too. But there's also probably a lot of things we don't know that she has done that can be evil as fuck. So I can't get myself to feel bad for her, especially with the state that we're in right now and how things are going. These people wouldn't have the same empathy for anyone else. As the first lady, right? You should come out and have empathy for the people that are out there suffering through these policies and everything that you're doing. She has not shown any of that. So why have empathy for them? They would not have that shit for us. Pink said, remember, no Aubrey during his first term. He went to see the people they had locked up in the detention. He wore that jacket that said, I really don't care. Yeah, I remember that. Kara said, y'all misunderstand. Communicating through text, that's probably something we should have a conversation about, like if we could talk about on the Discord, because I'm open to the dialogue. I'm just telling how I feel personally. Things could get misconstrued with text. I get it. People can misunderstand things. We all just writing in the chat right now, and sometimes the way you're saying something could be taken a whole entirely different way, but this is why it's important to have these conversations. I'm open for it. Crazy. They want to be loved like the Obamas, which is really the funny part. They want to be loved and respected like them, but then they talk about them like they're less than or some shit, like they're above them, which is wild.
To them, and what is something that you want people to take away from this film?
Here in this film, they will see a lot of emotion, passion, grief, sadness, celebration, love. Yeah. So that's the message from the.
So Melania Trump movie has been pulled from South African theaters amid outrage against the U.S. the Trump regime.
South Africa.
And look at this mo. You see, this is why you can't feel sorry for them. Biased against white people, bro. Like, oh God.
But this group in the UK called Led by Donkeys, they went to each of the various cities and areas in UK and found the theater essentially completely empty.
Look at it, empty. Shit. Manchester, empty. Shit. North, what? Empty. Golly, nobody there. Where y'all at? Where the supporters? It's two people? I see two heads right here. Okay, there's two people here. Two. Look at this shit. Empty. Empty. They said none of the administration went to the movie either. Not even her own son or stepkid. They're like, yo, I got other shit. I got shit to do right now, man. I ain't trying to go watch the movie. We gonna do a private screening at the crib. How about that? That's what they gonna do. Crazy.
So many people ditched Melania premiere, including Barron. Barron didn't want to be there. A hot mic at the premiere of Melania Trump's documentary captured the long list of people who never showed up. up.
The best players walk. We didn't show on the red carpet. Carrie.
Yo, what the fuck? Imagine be like, man, I'm gonna end it all. You jump in traffic, you waiting for a car, ain't nobody coming. You jump right in the expressway. I'm done. End it all. Ain't no car coming. You're like, golly, look, they waiting. Nobody's showing up. People are supposed to be walking by. You're supposed to be able to ask people questions. Nobody there.
The best players walk. We didn't show on the red carpet. Carrie Lake. She didn't show. Maria. Red Bear. Kellyanne Conway. Riley Gaines. Eddie Johnson. Thanks a lot. Eddie Johnson? Oh.
Damn.
Thanks a lot. Yeah.
Nobody walked by yet, y'all. Nobody.
Cash Patel didn't show.
Cash Patel didn't load up the jet. He couldn't load that jet up, huh? The private jet?
Russ Fox didn't show.
This is wild.
Noam didn't show. Bondi didn't show. Weird. Duffy didn't show. Navarro.
Y'all, the video is still playing. Nobody has walked by. There we go. We were just talking about this. Are livid that Tim Cook saw Melania movie hours after CBP killed Freddie. We were just talking about this. Crazy. Again, when people want favors and it's all about profit. All about profit. Every year, these guys, they beat numbers from the previous. But for some reason, they always strive to beat last year's numbers every single time, even though they reach record numbers. This is the corporate greed that continues to plague these companies in America.
That's Brett Ratner?
Brett Ratner,
Yeah, how did that go? He hasn't been involved in movies in a couple of years. How was that relationship?
Very good. He was very talented. I know that, and box offices could tell you, right?
Yeah.
Every time I hear her talk, I think of how fucking ironic this. Like, we have an administration who is hell-bent on deporting immigrants, deporting illegals, even going out there and searching for people based on how they speak. If they have an accent, they're suspicious of you. Meanwhile, you got this lady sitting in the White House with this heavy-ass fucking accent, bro. It is fucking insane. And it makes you think about this world that we in, and it's like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Sometimes this doesn't even feel like we in a real place. And I sit back sometimes and I watch these shits and I'm like, I wonder how other countries are looking at us and how they're talking about us. It's fucking crazy. This got to be the heaviest of the accents, bro. But yet, ICE is out there searching for people based on their accent and what they look like.
And we had other suggestions and looking into it, and he was the one that I said, the most important is that he puts out my idea, what I have, and cinematic film that I want to achieve. So he was the best one, and he was great to work with.
And then we're just going.
Not a single ticket sold for opening night of Melania at the busiest movie theater in Metro Jacksonville area.
Going through the various theaters in the United States, where in many of these theaters, not a single ticket was sold. Melania.
Yeah, yikes is the word. This shit looks very bad. Terrible. Found some things on the internet that I wanted to share, right? So while we're speaking of this, look at this right here. So you got Elon Musk who posted, and of course Elon Musk right now needs a distraction. Elon Musk needs people to not talk about the fact that he is on this, spending all this time telling people he wants them to put it out. He wants transparency, but here he is fighting for his life over here. So he tweeted this and he said, box office, Melania heading for surprise $8 million opening in North America. Surprise? 8 million as a surprise is crazy to me, because to me, 8 million is a fucking failure. It's a fucking failure. But this is what they do. They spin narratives and they want to spin this, and people seeing this 8 million, they think, oh my gosh, it made 8 million. The shit has a $40 million film budget, right? And we'll get to that in a second. So let's go to this and let's see what people replied with, because he's fighting for his life here. Remember when he was like, oh, she just took a photo with me. I don't know her. Does Elon have anything to say? I don't know.
You're not gonna believe this. The Rotten Tomatoes score for Melania's movie just came out. It wasn't good. She got a 7%. And these were the reviews. I'd rather rewatch January 6th. Don't waste your money.
Melania review, First Lady is printing, scowling, void of pure nothingness in this ghastly bit of propaganda. They say, yeah, it's doing great, Elon.
Or, in a country of 35 million people, Australia, 2 tickets have been sold.
Two?
In a country of 90 million people, England, the number as of now is 7 tickets.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. 7 tickets in all of Great Britain for a movie about one of the world's most reviled women. Cold, selfish, uncaring, and she's as blood-covered as her filthy husband.
This is what we're talking about when we were saying, it's hard for you to feel bad for her when you know what she's standing behind.
A pedophile's best friend. These pictures, no doubt, didn't make the movie. The ones which...
You know what? And that's such a good point. With the people we saw talking about, it's good to see behind the scenes. It's good to see all that. Why didn't they talk about this? This is a documentary, right? Is this not part of your life? Is this not something that's behind the scenes? Because obviously it exists. It's here. So why not talk about this? Great point.
Jeffrey Epstein. Or these United States of...
Those two. That should be in it. Okay. Mark's safe from seeing Melania movie today. Audience. Oh my gosh. Here's the benchmark. Somebody looked this up, and $40 million budget. So an excellent opening would be 25 to 35 million plus. So this would indicate strong interest and likely long legs. Studios would be very happy. So let's go to where they were. Below 12 million is a weak opening. This is considered disappointing for a $40 million production. I've heard very few people are going to watch the movie. Certain type. So this is Trump. This shows you how much they need a push because they care about optics. They want this to look good. They want this fake love. They want people to think that people love her and people love them. So he said, last night I saw Melania for the second time. The audience loved it and so do I. Check it out, a must see. Nice try. Nice try. Let's see what they're saying. They said, let's fight somewhere empty. The reviews are in. If syphilis were a movie, I can't understand a fucking thing she says. Should be considered a war crime, like being taken hostage by the Taliban. Watching Melania's journey from Slovenian prostitute, oh my gosh, the first lady is like walking barefoot in a field of Legos while you have explosive diarrhea.
Oh my God.
If Epstein really did off himself, watching this movie may have been wise. Lord have, they are wilding up.
What the hell? Oh my God. ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué?
This is how oligarchs buy favor in the White House. It is a fact. Led by donkeys.
Oh my God.
And now that's what I call a distraction from the Epstein file. Which audience? Perhaps this one, because I cannot refuse. Just saw Melania was the worst.
Fun to do bad things.
Take off the sweat, now take off the dope, take off the broken bag. Take all that goes on.